Our episode starts at the Thunderman's house. It's Halloween, and the parents and younger kids are all dressed up to go trick-or-treating. The two older kids, Max and Phoebe, have decided that they're too old for that and we're going to go out partying, but as soon as they open the door, a storm comes along, canceling their plans to go out. The dad, Hank Thunderman, then suggests making popcorn and watching a horror film, but immediately the power goes out. Dr. Colosso, a talking bunny, then rises from a small coffin and tells him he's come prepared with scary stories for them, basically turning this into every sitcom Halloween skit episode from the 90s. Anyway, Phoebe says that there are no stories that can scare them because they're superheroes, and he accepts the challenge, though is reminded no one challenged him. Story number 1 is called The Troll in the Bowl and is about a troll that chases kids who eat too much Halloween candy. That one ends with the troll catching Nora and Billy, turning them into candy, and their dad eating them. This story succeeds in scaring away Nora and Billy, who then run upstairs. Story number 2 is called The Monstermans. This has the show's intro being redone with monster-themed lyrics, with the family now being different monsters. Phoebe is a witch, Max a werewolf, Nora a mummy, Billy a fly, and Hank and Barb being the Frankenstein monster and his bride, and Chloe a zombie. This one is basically about a family of monsters trying to live in a human world. They go out on Halloween as their normal monster selves, hoping to blend in, but it ends up not going well as Mrs. Wong witnesses them do monstery things, resulting in everyone coming after them with pitchforks. They're eventually saved by Chloe, who chases and eats Mrs. Wong. This story eliminates Barb, Hank, and Chloe from the room, now leaving Max and Phoebe left, bringing us to the final story, and the reason it's getting the recap treatment. This one is called Phoebe, the Vampire Slayer. This one starts in the Thundermans' living room where Phoebe and Cherry take a selfie before school. Max gets in the way, and when Phoebe gets on him for it, fangs out at her. Phoebe mentions how he's changed, remarking how he just sleeps all day and is up all night and even started a blood drive at school. They then look at the selfie they took and don't see him. When they head down to his room, they find him sleeping upside down from the ceiling, confirming he's a vampire. As they try to sneak out, Cherry yells for him to sleep tight, waking him up. He initially tries to deny it, easily confusing Cherry, making her think it was her sleeping upside down, but then tells them they're going to be breakfast and chases them out of the house, but has to stop due to the sun. Phoebe then remembers that she left her homework in the house, but has to be pulled away by Cherry when she goes back after it as Max has it. At school, the two realize that everyone in the school has already been turned and were using umbrellas to walk around during the day. Phoebe then remembers that in her favorite vampire novel, using garlic on the head vampire will kill them and turn everyone else back to normal, so she heads to the cafeteria while Cherry walks around pretending she doesn't have a neck. Max then confronts Cherry, explaining that he used sunblock to get there. Just before he can bite Cherry, Phoebe shows up with the garlic and throws it at Max, who then uses Cherry as a shield. Max then bites Cherry, resulting in her immediately fanging out. Cherry then goes after Phoebe, but Max backs them all off, saying his sister is his. Max asks for a sword, but instead gets an umbrella, frustrating him that his minions aren't very good. He knocks the garlic off of Phoebe, almost getting to Cherry, and they then have a sword fight with him using an umbrella and her dual-wielding garlic bread. Just when it looks like Phoebe lost the fight, she grabs a clove of garlic off the floor and throws it into Max's mouth, turning him human again. In a twist, they then find out Max wasn't the head vampire, Dr. Colosso was, and he, along with the rest of the vampire students led by Cherry, attacked the Thunderman teens. When that story doesn't scare them, Colosso, as a last resort, shows Max and Phoebe a picture of him without fur, which sends them running. The episode ends with him bragging before he is accidentally locked into his bunny-sized coffin. Thanks for watching. If you like these recaps, please leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to know every time I update. There is now an option to be a channel member where you'll get access to exclusive recaps from late-night vampire catalogs like Showtime, Cinemax After Dark, USA Up All Night, and much more. If you want to help my channel grow, please check out my Patreon, where members can get exclusive content that can't be uploaded on YouTube, along with download options. Link is in the description.